Hi everyone, and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where we're here at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida to talk about something really exciting that we're going to be doing this year on Theme Park Worldwide. We've been hinting about this for a while, but finally we are happy to confirm that we're going to be visiting all 12 Disney theme parks across the world in 2024.
So we are going to be going to all 6 resorts across the world, and we are so excited.
Now, I've already visited all the Disney parks around the world, and Charlotte's halfway there with just the 3 to do in Asia. But this year we thought it would be the perfect year to just have a Disney year and do them all within the space of 12 months, and we are so excited for it. In this video we're going to talk more about our plans and the details, and of course what new things there is for me to see, and all the exciting things that Charlotte's going to get to discover for the first time. You've got 3 castles ticked off, you're going to get your final 3 done this year.
I want to have a photo around everyone and put them all together.
Oh, it really is going to be a very special year on Theme Park Worldwide. We love the Disney parks, and there's also another reason why we wanted to do it this year, and that is because Disney's a huge part of our life, and we got engaged at Disneyland in California 2 years ago. This year is also our wedding year, so we thought it'd be a really memorable thing to visit all 12 of the Disney parks around the world within the space of 1 year during our wedding year as well, which is going to be such an exciting thing to do. So come and join us as we head around the Magic Kingdom and talk about these really exciting plans that we've got for 2024. And what a place to record this video here in Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. Cinderella Castle just over there, and we're actually here on Tom Sawyer Island, looking out at the Haunted Mansion over there too. And that's the thing with Disney parks, the reason we fell in love with them, and so many people have around the world, is not just for the attractions, but the areas, the theming, and just look at this, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is so stunning. My first ever Disney park was Disneyland Paris. That was back in 2015, and since then I have done so many more Disney parks, including Walt Disney World and Disneyland in Anaheim.
So that's the thing, you've done the park in Paris and of course the 2 American parks, leaving you with the 3 Asia parks all to do.
I am so excited to see them and see how different they are, see the attractions, and most importantly, see the merchandise. Now,
you've had some brilliant memories at Disney parks, haven't you, over the years as well?
My favourite memory has got to be getting engaged back in 2022 outside of Sleeping Beauty's castle.
Oh, it really was special, and that's the thing for us. You know, getting engaged at Disneyland has just left us this desire, you know, to go and see as many Disney parks together as we can do. As much as back in 2017 I completed the Disney parks, it wasn't with Charlotte, you know, so
to do it together is going to be really special.
It's just the sights, the sounds, the smells of the Disney parks that really got me into them. My first ever visit to a Disney park was in the early 2000s, and that was Disneyland Paris. And I remember seeing all the adverts on TV, and you know when you used to get like proper holiday brochures like come through the post all the time, and you know I'd go like to my local town and like see adverts for it and thinking, oh, I'd love to go and see a Disney park. So really it was that kind of fascination of always wanting to go, but also finances as well. You know, I was young as a child, and mum and dad, you know, couldn't really afford to take me to loads of places outside of the UK. I was always so grateful of where I did get to go to, but that dream was always there of going to a Disney park. So went to Disneyland Paris for the first time, the early 2000s, saw it all and just fell in love with it. Walked into Disneyland Park, saw the castle, got really emotional, went on all the different rides there. Big Thunder Mountain in Paris is always a ride for me that I'll always remember, because it really is a special ride, and that was my first kind of Disney attraction, if you like, going on Big Thunder Mountain. And no matter where you go around the world to the different Disney parks and see Big Thunder, it always makes me really emotional, and you can see it there just behind us here in Magic Kingdom. Yeah, that was the early 2000s. It was actually 2014 when I visited my next Disney resort. All I'd done was Disneyland Paris with the 2 parks, Disneyland Park, and of course Walt Disney Studios. So yeah, you know, I hadn't really, you know, discovered much of the world of Disney, but I was happy. But I wanted to see more. Unfortunately, my parents could never afford to take me here to Florida to Walt Disney World. I know many people were lucky to be able to come out here and see it at a young age, and I really appreciate my parents for taking me to as many places they could do. Times were tough, you know, and that's why I always appreciate coming to these places and seeing it all now and documenting it, which really is special. And of course, we've got the beautiful boats coming past us there. I mean, look at this, the river boats are so special. But yeah, it was 2014 when I came out here for the first time. and saw Magic Kingdom and of course the other 3 parks at Walt Disney World. So just getting to come out here for the first time and see it after so long of wanting to do it, it was just such a special moment, it really was. I mean, look at this, there's something so nice about it. And then of course came back to Walt Disney World, many visits over to Disneyland Paris, and then the year after in 2015 was when I visited Disneyland, the original Disneyland in California for the first time. And Disneyland is special, I mean I love that, and that was the reason why, you know, I proposed to Charlotte at Disneyland, because it was that special part, it was Walt's park, the only Disney park that Walt Disney ever actually stepped foot in. That was his park, you know, so that was really special, seeing that back in 2015. And then from that point on, I was like, wow, I've done the park in Paris, the closest to us, the original in California, and the biggest resort here at Walt Disney World. It left me with the 3 Asia parks to do, and I made it my mission to get out there and see them. In 2017, that's when I visited Hong Kong Disneyland, Shanghai Disneyland, and the Tokyo Disney Resort for the first time, and seeing all those in one trip really was quite special. But of course, we're now in 2024, time's moved on so much, and I just really want to get back to the parks in Asia. Now, if it wasn't for the pandemic, would have definitely got back out there a few years ago, and Charlotte would have probably already done all 12 Disney parks, but then the pandemic changed plans, pushed things back, changed lots of different things, so here we are in 2024. There really is going to be the Disney year for us, getting out to them parks, and there's so much to be excited for out at all these different parks, which we're really looking forward to. I've always been fascinated of the legacy of Walt Disney, and for me visiting Disneyland in California really was the most special moment, and proposing to Charlotte there was just so amazing.
It was so special, and I had no idea that it was coming. It was such a surprise. I was just so emotional.
It was, and that's why we just thought we're getting married this summer. You know, let's just tick off all the Disney parks in one year together, why not?
I'm so excited.
And that's the thing, like doing it with Charlotte, my fiance and soon to be wife. And that's the crazy thing, because when we complete this later in the year, you will be my wife.
Like, you're gonna be my husband.
Oh, which is really exciting. Now, of course, I love it up here. The riverboat just coming down here as well. The Liberty Square riverboat's here in Magic Kingdom. And that's the thing for me. Of course, I love the classic and original attractions. Now, I really enjoy the more modern attractions. I mean, you've got Rise of the Resistance, the absolutely amazing trackless dart ride and animatronics. You know, there's some amazing stuff out there, but there's always place in a Disney park, and any park in my opinion, for classic areas like this. I mean, it's gorgeous here on Tom Sawyer Island. You have to actually come over on a little raft. You can't get over here by a normal pathway or a bridge. You have to come over on the little rafts, and that makes it a little bit less busy than other parts of the park as well. Like, look at this, it's really nice. Some gorgeous views of the riverboat coming down us here. I mean, how beautiful is that? And that's why we love these Disney parks. And that's the thing for me, I'll always appreciate each and every place that I've been around the world, and if you've watched the channel for a while, you'll know that, you know, I've always appreciated everything, and I'll always be honest about my past. You know, like at the end of the day, we couldn't afford, my parents couldn't afford to take me to so many parks, so actually getting that opportunity to come out here to Florida in 2014, you know, I left school at 16, I got my first job, and I was literally saving up for a few years for my first ever trip out here to Florida, so we're really lucky. I always really appreciate that we get to come and see all this and do it more on a regular basis now, because when I was a kid growing up at school, I never thought that I'd have that opportunity. And that's the thing with Disney parks, it brings out the emotion, doesn't it? Look at the beautiful riverboat. Can we get some waves? Hey! That's also what I love about Disney parks, the atmosphere. People are just up for it. People wearing Slinky Dog on the head, like, you know, that's what it's all about, it really is. Hello! Hey! Oh, it's gorgeous. Hey! And little interactions like that. Love your hat, love your ears. Oh, it's great. Beautiful riverboat. Now, this is something that is quite hard to get used to when you've been to all 12 parks. And of course, it's been quite a few years, what's like 7, 8 years since I was at the Asia parks, which is crazy, really.
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
This is the thing you're going to find, what I struggle with sometimes now. You get confused between amenities and things at the different parks.
Certain things get confusing.
Mainly, hey! Mainly things like certain pathways, entrances to attractions, toilets even. You start thinking, oh, you know, walking down Main Street, there's somewhere on the left-hand side, but you're thinking of another one, you know, and doing them all in 12 months, you might find that.
I've got this to look forward to.
Now, there's also a lot of new things to look forward to out of the parks, especially in Asia since I was last there in 2017, and also some new things that are opening this year. So we'll talk a little bit about those now. They're going to be coming up, of course, as part of our Disney year on Theme Park Worldwide. Now, of course, we're starting off here at the Walt Disney World Resort, where we're going to be filming vlogs from all 4 Disney theme parks, including Magic Kingdom here. We'll have a look at the construction ongoing on Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is that retheme of Splash Mountain that's going to be opening this summer. So, of course, looking forward to getting on that at some point. Now, along with that, we're also going to be visiting the other 3 parks, including Epcot. That's got the most new things for us to see since we were last here in September 2023, because the World Celebration Gardens are now open. That's the centre of Epcot. Finally, there's not many construction walls and we can walk through the middle of that park. So looking forward to seeing that in the area. It looks really good at night with the lighting, so I'm excited for that. Talking of night, we've got the nighttime spectacular to see, Luminous. This looks really nice. It's on the World Showcase Lagoon and we're going to be checking out that as well. So stay tuned for it. Now, of course, whilst we're still here at Walt Disney World, we're going to be heading out to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Hey, big thunder in the background, I love it. Now, Animal Kingdom is one of the most beautiful parks in the world. It's got some great attractions, some amazing theming. So as always, I look forward to getting back there. We love it, don't we, Charlotte?
I love Animal Kingdom so much.
Now, of course, we're also going to be visiting Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's got some brilliant attractions, some of our favourites here at Walt Disney World, and we always look forward to getting back there because it is a fantastic park. Now, moving away then from Walt Disney World, the exciting thing is we're actually going to be having a playlist here on the channel featuring all of the videos from this series. It's going to be happening throughout the year from all the Disney parks, and as much as we've already got a playlist on the channel for each Disney park individually and the resorts and also the trips we do, they're all going to be together in this one big Disney year playlist that we're looking forward to sharing with you all, which is going to be great. Now, of course, we're visiting our closest Disney park this year, which is Disneyland Paris. They've actually got a lot of ongoing construction in Walt Disney Studios Park, so I don't think it's going to be the best visit to see in the studios at the moment, but it will get better with the opening of the lake and also the Frozen Land as well, which is currently under construction and fingers crossed will be ready for next year, so we're looking forward to that. I always love getting back to Disneyland Paris. Disneyland Park's beautiful and there's some great attractions across both of the parks. In terms of new things going on, there's a drone show that I'm really looking forward to seeing now. I mean, they've done some great stuff with drones at Disneyland Paris, especially with this one at the moment. It's kind of inspired by the Main Street Electrical Parade, so I'm really excited to see that this year. We're making our way back to the original Disneyland. That's something that before we kind of came up with this idea of doing them all this year, I knew I wanted to be going back to Disneyland, mainly because it's where I proposed to Charlotte. It's where we got engaged. I wanted to go there, you know, around the wedding time, just so we've been there within a few months of the wedding, either before or after, and just so it was kind of a you know, momentous thing for us, with it being such a huge part of our life. The most scared I've ever been filming a video, and the most terrified I've ever been in my life, to be honest, filming that proposal. But it was an amazing experience, it really was. So and luckily Charlotte said yes, so we're having our big Disney wedding and our big Disney year this year, which is very exciting. But yeah, I'm really happy that we kind of did Disneyland, did the proposal when I did, and we're going back there this year. And yeah, it's always exciting. There's been a few new things to see, a few new changes around both the parks there that we're looking forward to. Then, of course, we're making our way out to Asia this year to do the 3 parks, and that'll all be as part of one trip, which we're really looking forward to. Of course, the big thing that I'm really excited for is experiencing Tokyo Disney Resort again. I fell in love with it in 2017. Loads of new things since I was last there. You've got, of course, the brand new area opening this year, Fantasy Springs in Tokyo Disney Sea. It looks like it's going to be an amazing area. There's a new hotel, and then you've got like 3 mini lands all within the larger land itself. This looks like it's going to be beautiful. It is going to be busy, and that's the thing with Tokyo Disney this year. It's expected that they're going to have like their busiest year ever, so it's going to be packed when we go. It's a busy resort anyway, but I really wanted to go for Fantasy Springs and see it. And along with that, there's other new things to see since I was last out there. One of those being the the amazing Beauty and the Beast ride. That looks incredible with all the animatronics, a trackless ride system, so I'm really excited to experience Beauty and the Beast. But just getting to Tokyo Disney Resort is going to be amazing. You've got Disney Sea and Tokyo Disneyland, so yeah, you've got the two parks there to experience. We're going to be heading to Hong Kong Disneyland. It is the smallest out of the Disney parks, but you know what? It is a really good park still with some excellent attractions. Really excited to get back there. And of course, they've just had the Frozen Land that opened at the end of last year. This looks really nice. It's a slightly larger Frozen Land than the one that's coming to Disneyland Paris, because you've got not just the Frozen boat ride, the dark ride, but you've also got a small roller coaster as part of that land as well, which looks really nice. So I'm very excited for that. And then also there's seen other changes that have been made around there as well. So yeah, looking forward to getting back to Hong Kong Disneyland, which is going to be fantastic. And then of course, still the newest out of the Disney parks, it's Shanghai Disney Resort, home to just the one park, Shanghai Disneyland. And you know what? It's the most different Disney park ever. I can't wait to see Charlotte's reactions to it, because there's no Main Street, there's no Frontierland, there's no classics like Big Thunder Mountain. It's a Small World, Space Mountain. They don't exist. It's completely different there. But you know what? They've got something brand new since I was last there that looks great, and that is, of course, Zootopia. It looks like an amazing land. The theming, it looks really immersive. Lots to see. The attraction looks fantastic too, and so we're really looking forward to that. So there's like just some of the new things, and then you think about other changes and additions, little attractions that have been added since. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be an amazing year. Well, we've made our way off of Tom Sawyer Island there. Beautiful part of Walt Disney World, that is. It was lovely to walk around there and have an explore. It was very picturesque. Now, of course, we're standing here right by the partner statue, Walt Disney and Mickey just there, and also the beautiful Cinderella Castle just there behind as well. And of course, this year, you're going to get to tick off your final 3 castles. I'm so excited to have a photo of like all of them put together, which is going to be really exciting. And we're going to do like a clip out the front of every castle, aren't we, this year as well? It's going to be so exciting, and put them all together and then be going jumping from park to park. Now, something's actually changed castle-wise since I was last at Hong Kong Disneyland. It's been completely transformed, because it was pretty much a clone of the original Disneyland in Anaheim castle, and that's been changed, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. It looks massive, so I cannot wait to see that in person. And yeah, it's got a big stage out the front, kind of similar to here, but also it's then got like a pond with all fountains in the front as well, so that looks lovely. Oh, I can't wait to see it. But then you're going to get to see one similar to this at Tokyo Disneyland. Again, Cinderella Castle. Well, that one's more got the darker colour scheme compared to this one here. It's also got some different like castle turrets on the sides. That'll be nice to see. And then of course you've got the largest ever Disney castle at Shanghai Disney that you're going to be seeing. You can never have too many castles. Oh, and that's the thing, you're completing it off. It really is like the bucket list. You see it, don't you, popping up sometimes on like Instagram and TikTok, like completing all the Disney castles, you know. I can't wait. Oh, it's so exciting, it really is. I'm back down here now on Main Street, USA, and that's the thing, you're going to get to see some different versions of this as well now. I'm just so excited to see it and tick off all of those Disney parks. Yeah, because in Hong Kong you've got Main Street, USA, which looks quite similar to the one in Disneyland. Yep. Then you've got World Bazaar, which is at Tokyo Disneyland, and that's similar to this, but it's actually got a cover over the top. It's going to be so weird to see a cover, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. And then along with that, Shanghai Disneyland hasn't got a Main Street at all. What? That's going to be weird. You walk down Mickey Avenue, and yeah, it's completely different. It's all these differences that are going to be coming up, which is really exciting to see. And it's not just the different castles and main streets, but also themed areas and attractions, because there's so many different attractions that there isn't in the US parks and Paris for you to see. I just cannot wait to explore. I've kept it sort of a secret so that I don't know what to expect, so it's all a big surprise when I get there. And that's the thing, you're going to get some classic legacy attractions, but a lot of unique things as well. And the beauty is, because it's been like over 7 years since I was at the Asia parks, just to see lots of new things is going to be amazing. And to spend it with you is going to be even better. Oh, that's the special thing about the Disney parks. And of course, before we wrap up this announcements video, we just thought we'd come here to the train station right at the bottom of Main Street, USA, looking down there towards the beautiful Cinderella Castle here at Walt Disney World, where we're going to be starting off, of course, this fantastic adventure 2024 on Theme Park Worldwide, visiting every Disney theme park in the world. Of course, here in the USA, Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort, Disneyland Paris in Europe, Hong Kong Disneyland, in Hong Kong, and then of course Shanghai Disneyland in China, before the absolutely amazing Tokyo Disney Resort in Japan. It's going to be an incredible year, it really is. Well, what an incredible year it's going to be here on Theme Park Worldwide. We've got content coming up from every Disney theme park in the world, and we are so excited to take you all along on this magical journey. It's going to be a special year for the channel, and of course, most importantly for us, getting married this year is going to be great. So we really just wanted that Disney touch, didn't we?
We did. This year is going to be such a special year, so adding Disney to it is going to be even more special.
Now, yes, we're visiting the 6 different resorts, 12 Disney parks around the world, but that does mean a lot of traveling to quite a lot of countries. We're not just going to be visiting the Disney parks. There's going to be a lot of other theme parks and attractions that we'll cover on our other channel, the Sandbrook Adventures too. So of course, as we announce those trips individually, we'll go into detail about the other parks we're doing, because we're going to be traveling to China, Japan, Hong Kong, other parts around the world. So of course, we're going to announce them individually with each trip, including that big Asia trip announcement. Oh, I love the sound of the railroad. We're not just going to be going to Asia and just doing the Disney parks. Oh no, we've got lots more coming up, which we will reveal at a later date, so stay tuned for that. And in terms of a time frame, we're still putting all of our plans together, exactly when we're going to be doing these trips, and also which of the parks we're going to be tagging along with them. But of course, it will all be coming up, and we look forward to sharing more here on Theme Park Worldwide throughout the year. But of course, our Disney Year of Magic is just getting started here at Walt Disney World. Loads of vlogs coming up from the parks here, and if you haven't already, make sure you check out our room tour from All Star Movies, because it's really nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's really nice around there, and the theming on around there is excellent.
And also the plan is to stay in some more Disney resorts as we head round some of the other Disney parks around the world too. So stay tuned for that. We're still planning all the itineraries, but that will all be coming up in future videos here on the channel. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you all in the next vlog. And here from Magic Kingdom, that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.